Okay, here we go, Shirelle. So I'm looking at your picture you sent me. All right, so I'm gonna put the horizon line just a little higher just to remind me like where that is. I'll make it a little dark so you can see it better. So you can see the like angle of the bed. Like that. And you don't have to draw it as like such a hard, like really rigid block. You can keep the edges kind of soft in the way you sketch, because you know you're going to have to do that at the corner of the bedspread. It kind of takes up a little more space down there. Shading on the floor. That shadow on the floor. I guess I don't have to show you the picture, you can look yourself. A little wider, I don't have the bed quite wide enough yet. Okay, so from the left vanishing point, I get the base of the wall on the right. From the right vanishing point, the base of this wall on the left. Bottom of the window is about here. Corner is about there. And then I'm just going to approximate the height. Here, depending on the scale of how you draw it, you could easily just get more, like more height to the wall. So just try to make this the height, like the height of the window, as close as you can make, as close to the real thing. And pillows, just if you freehand the pillows, even like kind of sketch them quickly, you can keep them kind of soft. So that's kind of, it's helpful and actually kind of important that, if you're drawing pillows, that you make them look like they're soft, like you would actually want to rest on it. Okay. Stripe here. Right, so these edges going to that vanishing point, don't worry too much, since it's sketching. Don't worry too much about, as long as it's accurate enough, I think it's actually better. I don't want it to look too labored over. And that, of course, is kind of, I guess that's a bit of a subjective thing. You want it to look good, but you don't want it to look too tight. All right, so there, and then okay, good. So there's like a basic so this is like initial sketch just to get the room broken down, and then like you can clean up details up here. I don't know, I guess the wall could end up getting a little bit messy if you're not careful. Okay. All right, so from there you will detail, but that's a way to find, like looking at this picture here, I can just, with horizon line, vanishing points way out there, the first thing I'm doing is getting the larger, like the outer edge of the bed, the top of the bed. And I'm looking at the photograph, but I also want to make sure that I'm using the vanishing points I put in my drawing rather than put in the horizon line vanishing points and then look at the drawing and then just try to force those angles into this drawing. That won't work. It'll look weird. And it will be wrong. All right. So good. I'll leave. I think I'm going to leave the rest up to you. All right. I hope this helps.